This year, it's time to focus more on combat adventures and on tinkering.
Yep, 1.21, well, it does have a theme. We don't know it yet, but what we do know is it's going to be focusing mainly on combat and adventure. And while we're doing a pretty similar thing to what they did last year, this year it seems as though they showed off so much more stuff, particularly with these brand new structures called the Trial Chambers, which is made solely out of copper blocks and including some brand new types of copper blocks, such as these copper lamps, which instead of say other types of light sources, this one actually depends on how oxidized the actual copper block is. And if you actually watch a show, you might notice a ton of different types of copper blocks. Some they pointed out and some they didn't quite point out, as obviously. They didn't point it out themselves, but there's these new types of copper doors, there's copper gradients, there's these other types of copper blocks. There is a ton of different types of copper blocks just inside this one single structure, including what looks to be a bunch of brand new maybe deep slate blocks or something like that, scattered across this entire structure as well. And something else you'll be able to find across this structure is a brand new type of spawner called the Trial Spawner, which, as they say, doesn't have any limit to how many mobs could actually spawn, meaning that maybe if you find a good seed with a good trial spawner generation, maybe this could be the new place of actually making mob farms or something like that. But can I just say that these trial chamber things, they seemed absolutely massive. We can't really tell the actual scale of this entire thing, but it could be on the level of say an ancient city sized structure or something like that. But we honestly just don't really know. But what we do know is, at least from the videos, that they do seem really, really big. And it's so big that it's actually going to hold a brand new type of mob called the Breeze, which is kind of like a blaze style of mob, but will more likely fight with wind or something like that, as they explained. And I don't know, just the way these things look, they just seem so un-Minecrafty. But then again, every new Minecraft feature just seems so un-Minecrafty or something like that. Will this be the only new mob added to the Trial Chambers? We don't really know for now, but we do know that there's at least going to be one new mob added to the Trial Chambers. Something else that's going to be added is auto crafting. Yeah, that leak that was posted a couple months ago or something like that at this point was real, meaning that if you want to craft a new type of crafting table that will actually automatically craft certain types of things, then you can actually do that inside this one update. There seems to be ways on having it being manually auto-crafted and then being just consistently auto-crafted, meaning maybe if you want to craft say a sword as we see, or armor or something like that automatically, then now you can actually do that. And I think there's going to be so many potential possibilities with this brand new feature. And finally, the most controversial thing by far is the mob votes this year. And despite my pushes for everyone to vote for the crab, the armadillo was the one that actually managed to win, which is, for a crab lover, is a little disappointing. But something that is kind of interesting is the fact that over 5 million separate people managed to vote this one year, meaning the armadillo got 42%, the crab 35%, and the penguin sadly only got 25% of the vote. So I guess it's a little bit more fair than the phantom vote or something like that, where it was only a few thousand votes, but still, I'm a little disappointed. I just hope that whatever the armadillo brings will be at least somewhat interesting. Speaking of interesting things, we're actually not gonna have to wait too incredibly long to actually play around with these new 1.21 things.
When can we play it?
Well, actually, quite soon. So the features we've shown today will come to betas, previews, and snapshots in the coming weeks. And then, just like last year, we will announce some more features throughout the development process.
So yeah, within the next coming weeks, we'll actually be able to see these inside of previews and inside of snapshots. And the second we actually manage to see them, I'll be breaking down everything we know about these brand new features, mobs, blocks, and everything like that. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.